Blowing across Nigeria is the wind of hope as Africa's young entrepreneurs with the same dream take a break from their everyday lives and embark on a journey across the nation with their ideas, innovations, and inventions. From the east, west, north, and south of Nigeria, we will witness as they make their way through the screening and auditioning to meet and convince the A.Y.E judges why they should be among the chosen beneficiaries.
You can't come and speak to a panel of investors and say, there's a whole lot of choices. You need to be as strong as you are technically with what you want.
No, I'm coming. This is new idea and new business.
But you don't really have a very strong structure of how you see your vision practically moving forward. You know, it feels very loose to me. I think you should have sat with them before you come here.
If you invest in that business today, you're not coming in to make mistakes.
We will experience their passion.
So I want to feed African as a nation.
Their pain.
Get out of here.
And their gain.
A.Y.E will give you a lot of customers. You cater for them and will give you money up front. You'll be able to buy all your equipment.
I am Joy Michael. Welcome to another episode of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs reality TV show, A.Y.E.
I was excited and I was also, I didn't know there was going to be another session, yes. So I wasn't sure what it was going to be. So I had to think about it and then I decided to come. I'm hopeful that it's going to be great. I'm hopeful that I'm going to get what I came for.
Juliet is a baker who specializes in cupcakes. She has identified a market for her cupcakes in the northern region of Nigeria and wishes to create a sustainable business as a baker.
My name is now Juliet Chamaka. I'm CEO of Exclusive Food Resources. I'm a baker. I bake cakes for all events, from wedding cakes to birthday cakes, to engagements, and cakes for all events. I also make cupcakes for these events too, and so I keep on the counter in my workspace. I make cakes on a daily basis, but in small quantities. But from the feedbacks I get from my customers, I know that I'll be able to making these cupcakes in large quantities will be profitable. I make them in different ranges, from red velvet to carrots, carrot cakes, chocolate cakes, vanilla cakes. I also include the gluten-free cakes. I intend including them as time goes on to fit different dietary demands. Some people don't eat cakes that have sugar in them, so can replace them with honey and all that.
The global cake market is projected to experience an upward growth progression due to the increase in online sales and demand for innovative designs. By 2023, market researchers expect the value of the cake market to have reached $75 billion. Despite the positive outlook, bakers continue to face several threats like perishability, regulatory constraints, increase in home bakers, and consumers' demands for healthier, affordable, and customizable cakes. Manufacturers who are able to produce cakes that address these issues stand a better chance of becoming leaders in the market.
Looking at our market size, we are about 4 million in Sokoto, and I know if I should make 600 cupcakes every day, I should be able to get a good return from the few I've taken out in the market for samples. I've taken them to schools and to banks. They like them and encourage I go.
What's the shelf life of that product?
The shelf life, it can last for 5 days.
When did you make that one?
I made this ones on Monday.
So I can still taste it?
Yes, sir.
Because the good thing about what you're doing is that cupcakes has a way of changing people's mood. It's very nice. That's a way of changing people's mood. If it's very nice, you already win a heart somehow. And if your cupcakes is not very nice, so do you go the cupcake tasting route, or you just want to leave the cupcake and just talk to defend your business, or you are confident enough, but it's a very risky step to take to allow us to taste your cupcake?
I'm confident enough to allow you to taste the cupcake.
You don't sound like that.
I am very confident to allow you to taste the cupcakes.
The nervous Juliet hopes to impress the judges with her cupcakes. This is the moment of truth.
Oh, okay. I've got feedback. I went through a phase of absolutely loving cupcakes. So I'm a bit of a cupcake expert.
See?
I don't know why you would turn up here today with a 4-day-old cupcake when you have an opportunity to win us over, for one thing. The thing about cupcakes is they have to be fresh, fresh, fresh. They should melt in your mouth. That tastes dry to me. And a cupcake should not taste dry. It should taste really light and fluffy and fresh. Another thing is I think you need to improve your product dramatically. People go crazy for cupcakes if they're elaborately decorated with beautiful icings, and they should be like 4 times the size of that, like big and beautiful and gorgeous and decorative. You know, that's how you, then you can do parties of cupcakes. People now have cupcakes instead of a birthday cake. They pile them all up and they make them look amazing, or they have kids' parties or whatever. I just feel like the product needs massive improvement.
That clearly did not impress the judges. Looks like Juliet just ruined her chances.
And I'm really disappointed you turned up with one 4 days old. I don't want to eat old food.
I told you don't take that step. Be sure before you take that step.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. And I personally would not eat another one of your cupcakes.
That's a way of changing people's mood. Do you see what happened to our mood?
You could have made me really happy today. So I would have gone yum, yum, yum.
Can I talk more? Yes, I came from Sokoto. I couldn't have brought the melted ones, but I had them on my pictures. The ones on the flash drive and all that. I do these cupcakes for birthdays. People request for them. I decorate it according to their taste and I could even represent your passion on it to an extent.
Did you come 4 days ago?
No,
did you arrive 4 days ago?
I brought it all the way from where I came from.
But how many days ago did you arrive?
I came here yesterday.
So you could have made it, why not the day before you came, the day you came?
I came, it's a 2 days journey.
So maybe logistic-wise, it must have been altered. So besides that, did you notice anything else besides it being...
Yeah, no, these are not great cupcakes. These are like really not very good cupcakes. I mean, I think I don't want to be mean to you because I love people who try, but like really a 10-year-old could make a cupcake like that.
I think the mix, at least this one, is not properly mixed.
Does this have to do with logistics or not?
No. It has to do with the recipe of the cake. I think it's not so dry, actually. I mean, considering she made it on Monday, but I feel she needs to change her recipe, unless it's just this one. Can you see what I mean?
Cupcakes are meant to be like this high. Anyway, we've got like a MasterChef participant over there.
Yeah.
Let's ask his opinion.
So I'm trying really hard to like your cupcake. I am. Yeah. I don't. Do you have a mixer an electric mixer? How do you mix it? By hand?
I mix by hand, and it's small hand mixer.
Okay. So just what's being said, it needs more mixing. For me, it needs more of a raising agent. It's not so dry, and I understand your logistic problem. Right? I know it took you 2 days, and this is now the 3rd day. I get all of that. You need some help with your baking.
It sure looks bad for Juliet and her cupcakes, but Rabiu has a different opinion that might brighten her day.
Sorry, I'm not really a cupcake person per se. Quite honestly, I love them. I mean, maybe because I don't eat a lot of cupcakes, but no, seriously, they tasted delicious to me. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not an expert. I don't know as much as you do when it comes to cupcake. But more importantly, I love the idea. I appreciate where you're coming from. We have a company in Sokoto. It's a very, very remote, northern part of Nigeria.
Right.
And when you look at these things, it's not as, developed, as Lagos. And to me, it's even, surprising that somebody would even think of the idea of cupcakes in Sokoto. You go to Sokoto, you don't get to see these kind of things. And if there's a market that exists there, so the people may not be sophisticated enough in a way, and their consumption pattern and the taste might not be as high as what you probably get in Lagos and all these developed places. In all fairness.
True.
And at the same time, do not pay as much as what you would pay here in Lagos. You need to work seriously on the quality, but at the same time, the cost and the purchasing power also matters. Because if you make this kind of cupcakes, that we all expect here, would somebody in Sokoto be able to afford that kind of cupcake? Maybe the market exists, but what is the purchasing power of those people in the bank, in the school?
On that note, though, you know that you were not bringing it to people from Sokoto. And you know that you were going to bring it, and I warned you that the people were about to test this, and you still went ahead. Because of that, I'm going to give you a grace. Not for what you're asking for, but to know what your business needs. What is it?
Training.
Training. And funds. Don't start with that training funds things. A lot of people have tried that with me, and now I don't think it's likely anymore. Yeah. You're looking for funds or training?
I'm looking for funds because I can get training with funds.
How much money are you looking for?
2 million naira, sir.
2 million naira.
What do you want to do with 2 million?
I need to get better equipment, like industrial mixer. I don't have a real good mixer.
How much is an industrial mixer? And how many kg of mix do you want to do at once?
20 liters industrial mixer is about 180,000 naira here in Lagos.
Sorry, how much?
180,000 naira.
Then what else do you want to buy with 2 million?
For the other, apart from the cupcakes, I make cakes too, like birthday cakes and wedding cakes. And sometimes I want to have them ready before. So when someone calls and orders emergently.
You don't have time anymore. Go straight to the point.
Okay, I need to get a freezer too, a deep freezer. And you also need to get...
How much is deep freezer?
Deep freezer is about 150,000 naira. A deep freezer. And a fridge, because some cakes don't stay in fridge. We don't use freezer for every kind of cake. We keep them, some of them are supposed to be kept in a fridge.
Where did you learn how to bake?
I learned in Sokoto.
In Sokoto?
Yes. I learned in Sokoto.
When did you learn?
That was in 2013. And then a friend of mine then added to my knowledge.
Oh, this is one of those decisions now you don't know what to do.
Well, I will modify what I've said, having heard what Kabira has to say, because he understands the area and he understands the people. So probably your market is different than me,
No, but I will not agree to that. I've said one thing that counters that immediately. She knows about A.Y.E, right? And you know about the A.Y.E judges?
Yes,
is she from Sokoto?
Yes.
You know that you were doing your best cupcake, right? When you were doing it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And when I said, will you rather present it without letting them taste it? You had a very strong confidence that this is one of your best. And he said, yes. He's trying so much to like a cupcake. I'm trying so much to keep you standing here. Because I can as well tell you to leave right now.
Yes, sir.
What can you do? And what's your most pressing need?
My most pressing need is fund.
What is the most pressing need?
I need funds to have...
Which one is the most... What is the most...
What do you need to buy what's most important?
The equipment. I don't even have a good place that NAFDAC can... I've been to NAFDAC to talk about this cupcake business.
Okay.
They said my place is nothing to write home about. I don't have the required equipment. I don't have the space that can be approved by them.
So, may I ask a question? How much are you selling these cakes?
These cakes?
Yes.
A box of it goes for 1,000.
You say you sell them to students. How much do they buy one cake?
They don't buy red velvet. They buy the normal commercial
How
cake.
much do they
50
buy?
naira each one.
Mr. President, if I may, I think you need to look at how to support her, because if I'm listening, you did the red velvet. That's not what's normally eaten where you come from. You said they eat the commercial. So the red velvet is kind of trying to cater for the judges. So I think she's made an effort on that side.
I think I can help you. I can introduce you to someone that can train you. Because I think, at 50 naira, there's a supermarket near my house, and they make very nice cakes. And their cupcakes are 50 naira. So, it's not like it's very cheap. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes,
but what I can do for you is I can introduce you to a friend, talk to her, and get her to train you.
Okay.
So that you can make good cakes.
Okay.
When that has happened, get back to us. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Juliet's business isn't so much about the funds, but also training, as her product needs a great deal of improvements.
It was a good experience. I was able to show my products to the judges. They were able to taste it, and then they gave me their feedback. I'm not sure of what form they are giving it to me. They talked about training, and so I think I'm going to be getting a training or the funds. I'm not sure exactly what is going to be given to me.
Starting and running a business can be quite hectic, especially when it comes to business registrations, business plans, brand activations, market research, filing annual reports, marketing, and advertising. Why don't you let us help you with all the above services and many more? At Business Takeoff Services, we have everything your business needs.
Believe it or not, the twins are back again, and this time they have an idea for the music business. And of course, they have their right-hand man with them again.
You guys again? Yes, sir. Were you guys not here was it on the last episode? Didn't we see these guys, Mr. Reed?
Yes. About fun, sir. They look very familiar.
You look very familiar. You're the same person? Yeah. But now your name is Kendi.
Yeah, I'm Kendi.
You were the Taiwo?
Yes.
They needed, how much did you need before?
105,386,000.
105 million. For which business?
Abba Farm.
And Kendi, how much do you need?
146 million.
146 million?
Yeah.
For which business?
Baba Sticks.
Taiwo and Kendi. Oh.
Would you be able to tell us more about your business?
This business is looking into the production of drumsticks, which will be the first in Africa. Yeah, because there are a lot of drummers in Africa, and what we depend on is importing drumsticks, and that's why we are looking for a way of producing our own market using drumsticks.
Traditional drums have a place in the history of every culture around the world. They predate Africa's civilization and are locally handcrafted. Unlike traditional drums, modern drums cut across all cultures and are factory-made. Important accessories are drumsticks, a niche in the drum production industry. This is still good business, however, as drumsticks need to be replaced regularly.
So do you know how many drumsticks are used now in Nigeria?
I don't actually know the figures, but I know that in Africa, millions of drumsticks are being sold every day because there are a lot of drummers.
So if you don't have the numbers, or if you don't know the exact amount that is being sold, how are you sure that when you produce, somebody will be able to buy?
Well, when we produced, yes, we are very sure that, because we made, we made research on how these drumsticks are being used every day, and we know that they are of high demand in the market.
What did your research? Explain your research.
My research went on searching for the production of drumsticks, companies that are producing it. Companies that are producing them.
The research about the demand.
The demand in Africa, yes, we research about the demand in Africa, and we know that there are millions. And last 2 months, the drums festival was held in Ogun State, Nigeria here.
And they were looking for sticks.
And people came out using drums. They got drumsticks. Drumsticks were imported, and there's no way drummer will not use a drumstick.
How much is this one? How much is that stick?
The stick.
Who wants to talk? Who is talking?
The minimum, as at now, the minimum amount.
How much is the one with you?
This one is locally made.
How much is it?
200 naira.
200 naira. Yes. You made this one yourself?
Yes.
These young dreamers are not prepared for this speech. They don't have adequate knowledge of their financial projections or potential market and are generally uncoordinated. Will the judges see past their flaws?
How much do they sell drumsticks normally?
Minimum 500 naira. That's minimum. That's the least you can.
Okay, let me see your drumstick.
Yeah.
And while he looks at them, how much did they give cost? Can I see one? How much did it cost to produce one?
One cost 100 naira. 100 naira.
100 naira.
Yes. Actually, because we are making it locally for now.
Do you have anyone that is important? Do you have anyone that's important and we can compare?
We are asked to bring.
Yeah, you're supposed to compare.
Let's see those ones.
And it's same price. It's irrespective of how thin or how thick it is.
There are different in size. That's what we mean. Yeah, so we are selling the same price for now.
So with 146 million, do you know how many of these do you have to make to get the money back and make profit?
Yes, thinking of producing by annum 5,000 packs, and each pack you have 20 packs in each pack. And each of them
5,000.
Yes, 5,000 packs. Each pack you have 20 packs in each.
Kende is not happy, right?
I'm very happy with it.
No, because it's like you're the one that's supposed to talk now. Because Taiwo asked for his own money before.
No.
Okay, wait. So, are you guys partners on this one also?
Yeah, we are partners.
So I've got a question. What happens if one of us had said, here's 105 million for the farm?
For the first business.
Then what happens to this business?
So this business, because the cost, this is a production company. So it's, that one, we are not processing it. So that's why we require less. But a lot of machines will be used for these ones.
No, but who's going to run this business if you're all farmers?
Yes, sir. In a company, actually not depend on the chairman's status or...
Who is the chairman?
We.
Chairman. Okay, so Chairman, what if you got both money? 146 million and 105 million.
It will be an applause to us and be an encouragement to Nigerians, because actually starting up to business will need more employment rates, and more experts trees will come into Nigeria, and their exportation products will increase.
So yes, what do you do with the money? That's the question. What do you do with the money?
The money is already stated in our business plan. How we're going to spend the money.
Rabi wants to give these young dreamers another chance, but that involves knowing the precise financial breakdown of their request.
So, can you tell us about that a little bit?
We have different sections. One is the project, starting up the project, and the second section is the first year running operation, the payment of workers, and procurement of goods and services.
Aren't you going to buy equipment? You don't need equipment.
Equipment is part of the startup.
How many workers are you going to have?
Like, for now, going to 50 workers.
Sorry, what's it?
Ayotunde.
Ayotunde?
Yes, sir.
Is your Ayotunde on the last episode?
Yes,
on that episode when you came? It's the same name. You didn't change. I didn't. So we expect that you can tell the truth, because Taiwo and Kende have changed. Even they changed position, so I'm now confused. Now, how did you become a partner on the farm and in the stick production now, drumstick production?
Yes, sir.
Me.
We are friends. We are always together. So we took ideas together, and when we share
So if
our
I be your
ideas.
friend now, you also I can
No,
be a
we have a
chairman.
lot of friends. We have like minds. We know where we are going. So since we are of the same focus, that's why we are able to work together.
So you said you need so much for setup, but you didn't say what is setup.
Yes. What are you
What
going to
is
do?
what is the setup? What's
The setup is the building and the construction of the company, the equipment required, the machines.
But you didn't say what equipment.
Equipment are the drumsticks. We make research on Alibaba.com. The drumstick producing machine, each of them, one goes for 1,200 USD. And we are planning to have at least 10.
What are the machines going to do? What
So
are the
from
names
start,
of the machines?
They will roll the sticks and turn into drumsticks. We have our vibration testing equipment to test the vibration frequency of each stick in order to play them together. It's in our presentation, but actually we can.
You can use the machine.
It's part of the trainings.
I kind of like the drumstick presentation.
I love
But that's
the
because you've
drumsticks.
seen us before.
No.
You've met us before. You know what we are. I kind of, but the drumstick would make sense because locally, I don't even know what to do with these kids now. Guys.
No, but the problem is the numbers actually, because you say you'll be making 5,000 into 20, right? Is that right? Is that what you said? Per annum.
Yeah.
How-
Actually, that's our estimated. That is our estimated forecast. Actually, when you made research on each machine can make at least 1,000 pairs of drumsticks in a day when they run properly. Yeah.
Where will you get? Sorry, where will you get the wood from?
The wood we order them from sticks, machinery, sticks, the plumbers, those that do in workshops, we order them, buy timbers from them.
And what's that going to cost you?
It's already there. Wood cost will be a maximum of 100,000 naira because you don't need much.
Okay. You know what? The only thing I can do here is that you said you are 20 the last episodes, right?
Yes, sir.
And you are still 20 now,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
So that means. So what can we do now?
You're 20 years old.
You're 20 years old. Because I wanted to say that I was once like this before, but I think that was when I was 7. When I would think of $100 million, and that my team is like this, my farm will be like this, you'll be counting your workers. I don't know if you did that as a child, as a very extremely infant entrepreneur. At 20, I should be owning my third company. So I don't think by now, I can't take you to that stage. So you're not dreaming anymore. You should have a concrete vision by now.
Yes, sir.
So, but there's something driving them that has to be forward. You know, it cannot be just this money. There has to be something, because you came from where? Which state?
Osun State.
And this is 2 presentations. So these guys there's something driving you guys. Can you let us figure what is driving you guys out?
Yeah.
And if we figure it out, we can see what to fuel. It might not even be money. It might not be. There has to be something that's really driving you.
Actually,
Mr. Abiru, can you help me?
Yes, I mean, you said it right. So I think they are going to explain.
Looks like their pitch is taking a final nosedive as the judges are set to pull the plug, but Ayotunde chooses to step in to try to save the day.
The rate at which Nigerian youths are being treated, the way they are migrating out of this country is not encouraging. We are planning on staying here and making a difference. This is our country. We can't run away from this country. We are looking on what to do, on how to make this country, to make it a better place.
You are talking. Now I like you. What's your name?
Ayotunde, sir.
Now, there are so many things you can do. You can volunteer yourself. You can, internship is there. Do you know you can work with any CEO in the world? Any top giant. It's very easy. And you can merge yourself with someone like this, any man. There's an email you can send with all your passion. You don't have to ask for 146 million because they won't even open that email. But say these kind of things that you're saying and say, I want to learn how you got to where you got to. And you will understand the step by step of business. Because sometimes, and most times, if not every time, it's not all about that huge money we used to think. There's a lot more process that can help you achieve this thing in Africa and making things happen in this continent. So, what do you think we can do for you now that we are having a conversation?
Yes, that will be under mentorship, right? Yes, already we have mentors. Like you said, if you remember, you asked us the other time.
You have mentors. Yeah. And your mentors asked you to ask for 146 million and 105 million.
Are you graduate?
Okay, now
did you go to college? Did you go to university?
Yes, I'm a final.
What did you study? What are you studying?
Mechanical engineering.
And you?
Medicine and surgery.
Sorry?
Medicine and surgery.
Medicine and surgery. And you?
Geology.
So your mentor asked you to ask for 146 million and asked you to ask for 105 million. He wants a part of that money, Abi?
No, sir.
He doesn't want. Okay, go back to your mentor and tell him that you met with us and that we said we cannot invest such amount of money in, you still not, mind you, it's not about age, but there's what is called business maturity. You don't have that business maturity to get that much money. Because once you have that maturity, there's so many things you explain properly, and that much money will come in.
What did they say? They say dream big, start small. I don't think you get, from this level to 147 like day one. It doesn't happen. 20 years.
Yeah, I just want to know, are you still students or are you graduates?
Still students.
You're still students.
Thank you so much for coming, guys. And for now, don't come on any of the episodes. Yeah. You can come maybe in the next year. Can we give ourselves 1 year? Because maybe tomorrow, or after 1 week, or after 1 month, you're going to come on another episode and say that you are looking for 200 million. Your mentor told you. So can we promise ourselves, within 1 year, you will have thought about a better thing to present, be prepared, and you can come back 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. A.Y.E is between the ages of 18 to 45. You have enough time. Thanks for coming.
All right, thanks.
Well, that was a weak pitch. And not surprisingly, they'll walk away empty-handed and might return to the A.Y.E platform when they are truly ready for business. Good luck, guys.
I'm into bag making, both Ankara and leather, hats and fascinators, bridal handfans, and beads. My name is Emegwara Adana Teresa. I registered for A.Y.E in 2017, April. I went for my first screening at Asaba and I sketched through. Then later I got email from A.Y.E inviting me to Lagos for another phase of screening, which I attended, and I was lucky enough, my name came out among those that would be supported. Then finally I was invited to Lagos for the award which we received from A.Y.E. My business has been going well, although I still need money to do 1 or 2 things. I've been pushing it. It's not really been easy, as a starter in the business world. It's not really been easy, but I've been trying my best. I felt so happy because right now, as I'm telling you, I'm seriously looking for money, and getting this money from A.Y.E to stabilize my business. They don't have to rush, they have to be patient, because I was patient. I waited and waited and waited. I never gave up. I still believed that A.Y.E is going to help me. So many people said that this fraudulent act, that A.Y.E is not real. They're just showing up on TV, and at the end, they will not give anything. But still, I was still having hope that something will come out of it. And I'm so glad that today I'm a living testimony. I got the money I requested from A.Y.E. I pray God bless them, give them more. Wherever this is coming from, may it never lack. That I pray that God will give them the strength to carry on. I pray that no forces will come against it, because this is Nigeria. So I just pray that God will give them the strength to carry on, to keep empowering youth, because this is what we need in Nigeria, youth empowerment, which A.Y.E is doing. I'm so grateful, and I pray that they continue. A.Y.E will never die.
I was happy that at least I came before. Some of my friends that we came together, most of them did not get the email I got, so I was excited that at least my effort was not in vain, coming all the way from Benin City. I don't know, I've not been inside, I don't know what they will ask me, but I'm hoping it will go well.
Ituar is a student entrepreneur from the University of Benin who packages and sells local food products. She seeks business funding to expand her business.
My name is Salami Falilat Aituaje, and this is my product, House of Ituar Foods. What we do is we package and brand agricultural products such as palm oil, cassava flakes, and crayfish. My cassava flakes is Ijebu Gari.
Nigeria's food processing industry is valued at $10 billion. It also provides an estimated 10 million direct jobs. Despite this, Nigeria is still far from deriving maximum benefits from the industry. Primary factors slowing down its growth are the incoherence and inconsistency in the regulatory environment, shortage of skilled and trained manpower, as well as limited investment in technology. Consumer trend is changing and now favors the consumption of locally sourced foods, and experts consider the potential of local food processing industry to be huge.
Where do you get the products from?
I get them from local farmers in Delta State and Ondo State. I have 2 brands of palm oil.
What kind of research have you done on the products in the open market?
Okay, I've done like the palm oil. They don't have good, the open market don't have good palm oils in the market. So what I do is I get my palm oil from the local farmers that does very good palm oil. They have the thick up and the light up and the thick down. So some people prefer palm oil that look close to the popular palm oil in the market, in the open market.
So how are you sure of the quality? Do you have any sort of NAFDAC registration or anything to ascertain?
Not yet, sir.
What are you looking for here today? What are you seeking to hear?
Looking for maybe a grant that will help me in my storage facility and to facilitate my NAFDAC registration.
I'm quite happy that Mrs. Muji is here. She owns one of the best restaurants in town. Would you mind if you take a look? Can you bring a palm oil forward?
Okay.
Bring 2 of your products forward, and I'm glad you'll be able to tell us if this is a good product, if she would buy such a product. Give her the palm oil first.
Why do you think your palm oil is very good?
My palm oil is very good because when you test it...
Can you open it?
Okay, it's sealed.
It's sealed, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you get the
Doing
gari
taste
from?
test.
Yeah.
Ma'am?
Where do you get the Gary from?
From Oyo State.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
But why do you think you'll be able to sell? I mean, why do you think, what is the edge you have above the people in the open market?
You can go back on the...
Can I?
Yeah, cover.
Take that one with you.
Like for the palm oil, when you test it, or you don't even have to test it, you have to smell it. Because some persons, when you get to the open market, they smell the palm oil if it's sealed. With the smell, a good person, a person that knows palm oil, we know that this is a very good palm oil. And the color on the container.
Yeah, but why do you think you'll be able to sell the product?
Okay, I'll be able to sell the product because my palm oil is cheaper. It's compared to the normal palm oil they pour in the normal bottle they sell at the market. It's almost the same thing, but my palm oil is just a little bit different, like 1%. The one they sell at the open market, the bottle it goes for 400 naira. Then 1 liter goes for 1 bottle and half. That is 400 naira and 600 naira. Then my 1 liter is just 700 naira. And when you see both palm oil close together, you see the difference in quality.
How about the other products, like the Gary?
Okay, like the Jebu Gari, I sell my Jebu Gari mostly I'm a student of the University of Benin. Like I stay around school area. So my they don't have Jebu Gari in Benin City. So like students want quick food. And my Jebu Gari, this goes for 400 naira. Compared to the one they get at the market, which they can't drink.
Yeah, but in Lagos, in the market in Lagos, that would be cheaper than 400 naira.
No, that is why I said I sell my Jebu Gari mostly in Benin City. In Benin City, like the one in Lagos, I supply in red Gari to Lagos. They don't have good red Gari in Lagos. Some people want their red Gari to draw.
So what you're saying to me, in other words, is that if I want to buy Gari Jebu in Lagos, I won't come to you.
No, you can come to me because the package Jebu Gari in Lagos, the one for 400 naira is not as much as this. Some persons, when you get to supermarket, you see Jebu Gari. Still Jebu Gari is not, most of them goes for as high as 700 naira. My Jebu Gari just for 400 naira.
What will this 2 million do for you?
I'll use this 2 million in getting a storage facility, and I also used to get this NAFDAC registration, and also buy more products, more palm oil, and in crayfish.
How much does it cost to get the license, the NAFDAC license?
The NAFDAC, about 500.
500?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you were to get some more product, how much money would you need just to get some more products?
So much product, I'll need about 500, 700.
And so are you packing manually or you're using any machine?
I use machine, I use a bond sealer. I package myself, I seal myself, I use a bond sealer to seal myself.
So with 2 million, how much would you be able to pack? And
with 2 million, I'll be able to, for now, I pack close to 50, 70, 100. But with 2 million, I'll be able to pack more, package more.
And how quickly do you think you'll be able to return that money?
Within less than a year, because I officially started selling my products on the 22nd of August. And I'm able to realize just within my school area about 80,000 naira.
22nd of August?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you're like 1 month old.
I started the business this year.
When?
May.
In May?
Yes, then I will process, like I have to pick my crayfish. I have to pick my crayfish, sieve my Jebu Gari, and also...
You're in school, right?
Yes, I'm in
What are you studying?
International Studies and Diplomacy.
Why did you want to do this?
I don't want to do this because I don't, like right from school, while I was in school, I sell things, like I see myself through school. I started with A4 papers. So I'll be graduating next year, February. So
So after graduation, business dies?
No, I've not.
Wait for us for 1 minute. We need to discuss that fear. So your business is going to die after graduation?
No, I said this one, I started it now because I want to continue after school.
Indirectly, I'm asking you, when you graduate, what happens to the business?
I'll expand my business. That is why I started now.
To where?
So I was like, right now, I'm limited to Benin because of my school. But I'm all...
When they post you to Jigawa?
No, I'm in part-time. I'm a part-time student.
What are you studying?
International Studies and Diplomacy.
You're not going to serve?
No, you don't serve in part-time.
You don't serve in part-time?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Okay. Give us a minute, please. Okay.
I think the concept itself is good. The business looks profitable, but personally, I don't think she's well prepared as far as the business is concerned. Maybe because she just started. Maybe she picked it, but I like her. I like her passion. You know, she seems passionate about it. But in terms of, for example, when we said, you know, what is 2 million going to do for her, and so she doesn't have specifics.
Do you agree with that, or you see something different?
I couldn't quite hear, so yeah, I mean, she's being entrepreneurial, that's for sure. You know, she's got the spirit. And if she, I guess it depends on where she's heading. What's her vision for herself? Does she see herself as an entrepreneur ongoing, or is she going to go and look for a job? You know, is she just getting herself through college? I guess we need to know that.
True.
I think she hasn't done enough research for the business. I think she's doing it now because there's a demand. I mean, like the Gary Jebu, she says they can't get it in Benin, right? And I mean, we didn't ask her where she lives actually, because it's not likely she's going to stay on in Benin if she doesn't live in that part of the country. I feel she hasn't really done enough research.
I like her, and I would do the license and give her like 250,000 for extra stock, and she's got to have an agreement to stay in her business for a while, to pay it back, to hold her to it.
Okay, so you want to personally invest in her business, or are you advising that we go ahead with her?
I advise you to go ahead with her, but she needs a mentor. I mean, she doesn't. High quality, low cost is not.
What you said is quite interesting, because I was also thinking of that, but these are the fears that. So let's touch on one or two things to answer our question. Let's bring her up.
Okay.
I said if you spill the palm oil, everything will be over, right? If you pour the palm oil away.
No, of course.
I said that, right? That if that palm oil pours away, everything will be over, right?
Yes.
And the palm oil poured away, right?
It was a mistake.
You said what?
It was a mistake. I was trying to be careful.
And the palm oil was a sign for us. And you know it's palm oil. They use palm oil to check so many things in Africa.
Yes, well, it was not everything that poured away.
It's more that we need. It's just a test to show us that something is going to pour. Since the palm oil has poured. Amara would like to confirm some things, and so is Mrs. Smith.
I'd like to know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your vision for you as an individual?
As an individual, I see myself expanding with my products outside Nigeria and Africa.
I'd like to find out, NAFDAC, don't you have to register each item differently?
I have to register, but since it's under a brand name.
Okay, so it's the brand name you need to register?
Yeah, register.
Not each item?
Not each item.
Are you sure?
Well, you know that they have to check your facility,
yes,
and all those things.
Yes, sir.
Do you have what's the requirement of the
They have to check where I produce my.
What's the requirement?
Sir?
What's the requirement?
The requirement.
Yeah.
They'll come. The NAFDAC number will come and inspect where I produce my.
What do they need What do they need to see?
They need to see the sample of each.
Is that all they need?
And how clean the places.
What else?
Just that.
I'm sorry, you've lost everything. You asked for this specifically for NAFDAC, and you don't even know what NAFDAC requires.
The person, I spoke to somebody, the person that told me from NAFDAC office, the person said you need to inspect, for the first time, you need to inspect each product first, and
Then,
the facility.
What is the requirement for the facility?
And the capital I use in starting the business.
Where do you stay?
I'm based, my parents are in Lagos, but I school in Benin. I stay in Lagos, I'm based in Lagos State.
You know what, everybody commends your entrepreneurial energy and your entrepreneurial spirit. The fact that you're even doing this in college makes a lot of sense. You'll be able to fend for yourself and do one or two things. Being ready, it's a major concern from Mr. Rabiu, myself, Mr. Tiamara, and also Mrs. Moji. Stephen Reed really thinks you need mentorship and a little bit of support. You can get that, but go get ready. Have a nice day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.
A.Y.E needs to put together her research facts, financial projection, and business plan for her to be taken seriously as an entrepreneur. When she's ready, she'll stand another chance on the A.Y.E platform.
I was very scared, sir. I don't know what to expect inside, but it was cool.
Meet Philip and Kennedy, electrical engineers who are into the production of solar inverters for home and commercial use. Their production resources are mostly locally sourced, and they seek a loan of 35 million naira or an investor to help grow their business. During their pitch, they did a demonstration of how their inverter works.
We are here to present building of pure sound wave inverter up to manufacturer standard.
Do you just assemble or you manufacture or you repair? What specifically do you do?
So we build. Building is that from the casing to the winding of the transformer, because we have a universal card. We have universal card in the fact that you can suit any pure sound wave inverter. That's why the name or the customized name. This, if any inverter get bad and they could not get the card, we use this one to build and refurb it. Now, if we do refurbishing, we do repair, and we do build from scratch to finish.
So when you say build, where do you get the main components? Because
yes.
I don't think they are manufactured here.
Yeah. This is a card that is not manufactured here, but we have a link to it. With this card, we rewind the transformer by ourselves,
locally,
as it is shown in this DVD or the flash. And we can also form the casing for ourselves. Like this, only what we get the link, and we are not being able to have it that is from our own source.
Okay, so that is the only thing that you import.
Yes.
The rest you get
locally. The rest we get it locally.
That's what I wanted to know.
So what could I run off this? Can I run like a fridge, TV? What can run off it?
Yes, this can be suitable in office. Can take fridge, table fridge, water dispenser, even up to 2 laptops, fan, TV.
How many batteries?
It's 2 battery system.
The judges were impressed by their product and the innovative approach applied to the product's design.
What do you need from A.Y.E?
So we requested for funding.
How much?
25 million.
What type of funding is this?
This funding is for...
What are you looking for, a loan, an investor, or what are you looking for?
It's either we have a loan or an investor.
Have you sold anyone before?
Yes, we have been selling it.
How many did you sell last month?
Say 2.
You said 2?
Yes.
But he didn't give you money for 2?
Yes.
Did he give you money for 2?
We all have this record.
Which account did he pay for that 2 in? Whose account?
What happens is that if the customer is closer to him, he pays to his account. And if the other person is to me, he pays to my own account. And we come together and...
So that means you don't have a company account?
We use my own company account I've already opened.
Is the company registered?
The company, yes, registered.
So why haven't you opened an account?
I have the account, all BADOP integrated services in the corporate account, and that's what we use.
So why isn't the money being paid into the account? If you are giving this money, which account will it be paid into?
No, sometimes what I'm saying, you go to customer at the point and maybe they transfer the money. If I'm not there, you transfer to me, and sometimes transfer to my account.
Okay, since you said you're willing to talk to the investor, right? I will just help you find out if there's anyone interested here, but definitely there's thousands watching you currently. And let's see if there's anything present here. Personally, I'm not sure. I'm not, product test, SON, all those. There's so many things that it still has to go through. Mr. Reed, do you personally want to invest in such a business right now?
I was also unsure until I heard that you put money into your personal accounts from customers, that just puts me off.
Well, I feel that they have potential, but you need to have a very solid structure in your business.
What you need first and foremost is a structure and how you're going to commercialize this. You know, I see what you're doing basically is just, you know, being strictly technical for now. Build the inverter to make sure it's working, it works well, and so on and so forth. You need the commercial aspect. If you take the money, how are you going to put the money? How can you scale, and so on and so forth. So I think it's the structure and the commercial aspect that are missing, and you need to get that right to talk to investors.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely are going to need a very strong marketing arm to your business. I wonder why it's only a 1-year warranty, because it doesn't look like it's got too many parts. Like 1 year is not very long to guarantee a product that should be really sturdy.
So take note of that as well.
Yeah.
And yes, please take note that looking for a partner is not every time you ask for money. Sometimes it could be just these things they said that that partner can bring. And maybe you can give somebody 3% for transportation. You can give 3% to come into our business, put in a proper structure and marketing and everything, and you'll be surprised. Be aware, if the investor should contact you through this platform, we will still ask you the same question. Thank you for coming and have a nice day.
After deliberations, the trio walked away with the hopes of getting an investor or partner for their business.
Next on Africa's Young Entrepreneurs.
I need sponsor. I want to go further into this. I want to study footwear design. Savannah College of Art and Designs in the United States.
And no option B.
Option B, Pencil Academy.
Where is that house?
Oregon, Portland.
Another school that is not in the US.
The problem is that in Africa we don't have school that offers.
In Asia?
Asia, I've not. But I'm much more interested in America because their curriculum give you more idea, they teach you better.